International Film Festival, The Hague.
My name is Scott Blum, and I'm the Chief of the Jurors for the International Film Festival, The Hague. That's difficult, but I would say that there's a group of films, two groups of films, which have really touched me. The first group are films which are to do with mental health and young people in particular, mental health. And I know that that's a real concern for people who are growing up. The other group of films which have struck me, and perhaps because it's topical, but because it's a worry in our world, are films which are to do with the Ukraine and some of the challenges that are faced in Ukraine. So I won't talk about individual films, but those two groups of films have particularly struck me this year. I think it's probably a combination of different things coming together, but it's neither of those two that you just mentioned. It's probably something more to do in terms of whether it's a good watchable film. If it's a film that I think that people would enjoy, and I say enjoy from the perspective of somebody coming to a film festival, they enjoy it for its technical merit, its subject matter, and in some cases just the storyline that it's got. The process of judging films from the beginning to the end, it's a long process. It starts in November, December time, so we're just about to start with next year. And that is perhaps the easiest time from November onwards, because we will watch films. We will watch films at home, and we will rate the films. We've got quite a rigorous system of rating our films that have been submitted. When we get to about July, it gets quite intense, because we realise that actually there are a lot of films that we still haven't watched, so we've got to really get on with that. We have to treat each film properly and on its merit. There's no point in half watching a film. You either watch the film or you don't watch a film. Around August or so, I will talk to the festival director and we'll say, well, we better start to go into the selection process. So we will select films. We will then select films that we believe we should be screening. Then we start to go into the selection in terms of the awards. And sometime in October, when all the submissions have come in, we will then make those decisions about the awards. So it's almost a full year's process. Okay. Well, certainly for the winners, well done. They have really come through this, and it's like a pyramid, and they have got to the top of the pyramid, and they should be very, very proud of what they have achieved, and I wish them every success with films which we hope that they will continue to make. Those are for the winners, and I think that they will be recognised at our film festival. As far as all the other filmmakers, I would also thank them very much for submitting to our film festival. It's our film festival, but it's also their film festival. We want to show their films. They want to have their films shown with us. So thank you for submitting your films. Even if you haven't become a winner or selected, that doesn't mean that we don't regard your films very highly. The films that we receive are very, very good. They're world class, and this is an international film festival, and so we really do have to select all of the films on their merits, and we do. We really work hard at that.
So if you want to say something.
Well, I should say that I might be the guy, but I'm not the person who selects. I'm one of the people who selects. We have got a very rigorous process where we spend many hours talking about all of the films to narrow it down and eventually reach a decision. But it's not only me. In fact, I might be the least important person because I am just the person who has to say, okay, let's go with that.